Hi there, Pisces, and welcome to your reading for the month of August. Your love reading. That's important. Keyword there, love. Yes. Oh my goodness. So let's see here. What is going on? Ooh, okay. Four Swords. This card has come up you know, often, frequently, in these love readings, it comes up when it's a time for rest, when it's a time for recovery, when it's a time for relaxation. Okay, you've been through it. Okay, you have done the dating, you have done the work, you have put yourself out there, and now you want to just, stay home and eat Ben and Jerry's and like binge watch your favorite Netflix shows. And I'm watching this really funny Netflix series called Leanne. I called it Lorraine in my other video, but I meant to say Leanne. It's Netflix series, and it's really funny. It's like set up like a sitcom, and this woman, she's just gotten a divorce because she found out her marriage of 33 years, her husband cheated on her and impregnated a younger woman. So she's going through the motions. Um, and it's a time for recovery. It's a time to call in your soul sisters, your best friend, your family, the people in your life who are going to love and support you going through this difficult time, because a divorce is a very serious thing. A breakup is a serious thing as well. But if you like legally get married to somebody and they betray your trust, and they break your heart, then that can leave you feeling very devastated and very lonely and very heartbroken. So it's important to take rest and recovery very seriously. And I feel like you are doing that, okay? You're taking your time for recovery very seriously. Look, Ace of Swords, yeah. You're definitely going to get rewarded for acknowledging that this is a time in your life where you do need to take a break, you do need to rest, you do need to recover, and you are going to be rewarded here. Okay, you have mental clarity on this situation. I feel like your crown chakra is really heightened at this time. Okay, because it's giving you signs that the crown chakra, so basically, let me look this up really quickly. Chakra, yeah, so everything you need to know about the crown chakra, okay? This is associated with the element of thought. This energy center controls your connection to spirit, as well as your sense of universal consciousness, wisdom, unity, and self. Okay, so when you are being blocked, okay, you might feel unstable in your physical body. Okay, you might feel imbalanced. There might be some poor communication happening. Because you have a lot going on. You're still processing what has just happened. Like, why am I going through this right now? Okay. So I feel like there's some growing that's happening. There's an expansion that's happening. Like, this is a good break for you. Okay. You don't need to stay in a relationship that's not making you feel fulfilled or feel happy or satisfied. Okay. And of course, there's always going to be, the person, who is, did something wrong to you, and then, they blame you for, you not being happy, when it's like, I didn't betray the relationship. You did. You brought distrust. You brought disloyalty into the relationship, not me. So, there is energy that is being blocked. I feel like, and there's stress and anxiety, emotional upheaval, and your well-being can suffer as a result of this. Okay, so it's important to rest. It's important to take breaks. Okay, it's important to gain clarity on the situation and process the situation. Okay, um, and come into an alignment with yourself. All right. Let's see here. Oh, wow. Yeah. Ace of Wands. Once you come into alignment with yourself, you are going to start to see a more passionate side of yourself, a more warm side to yourself. You're going to start growing again. Like you're going to feel like it's a brand new, fresh new start. It's a brand new day. You're going to start feeling empowered again. Okay. The universe wants you to grow and learn from this experience. Okay. Because there are choices that we make in everyday waking life that do affect our abilities to feel good about ourselves, especially when we let in negative energies. And that keeps us, I feel like this is a lot to do with like sacral chakra, okay? The Ace of Wands. Because that's where your, like, I feel like your creativity and your passion and your drive for success are stemming from. But let me just make sure I have that right, because I don't want to like, I don't want to give you the wrong information. Uh, Hold on a second. Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm getting like sacral chakra is the energy that is coming off this Ace of Wands card. Yeah, this is located in the lower abdomen beneath the navel. It's associated with emotions, creativity, pleasure, and sexuality. Yeah, if your person cheated on you, if they like impregnated another woman, okay, that's gonna leave you feeling really heartbroken, okay, and that is probably going to like disrupt your whole entire like routine, okay? Especially if you and your person were in a kind of relationship where you were very drawn to each other physically and you both really expressed your feelings openly and honestly, and you had like a natural like flow going with that person when it came to creativity and pleasure and sexuality, and then all of that gets stopped, all of that gets blocked, okay? So you are working on gaining that back. Yeah, we have the Magician card. The Magician's power is endless, okay? The Magician doesn't want you to feel blocked anymore. It wants you to be creative. It wants you to have your peace and your rest that you need. It wants you to feel abundance, okay? The Magician has the cups, the wands, the swords, and the pentacles, okay, and it's sending you that message. This is a little message indicator for you. The Magician wants you to feel satisfied in your life. It wants you to be creative. It wants you to feel empowered. It doesn't want you to give up, okay? I know it's a struggle. I know it's hard because you want to take a break, and then once you do take a break, it's like you don't even have any motivation to keep going after that. But it's like you deserve this break. You deserve this time and this space to allow yourself to see what brought you to this place and how you're going to move on from it. That's what recovery is all about. It's about, taking a break, taking a breather, and then moving into the next stage of your life, the next phase where you're going to feel growth, you're going to feel transformation, you're going to feel better than you did before. Those feelings don't go away of like, this relationship didn't work out, it's really hard for me to process why it didn't work out. And I feel like these cards are going to help you understand why the process of why it didn't work out. Yeah, we got the Three of Swords. Okay, the reason it didn't work out is because this person did not protect your heart. They did not have your interests. Um, you know, uh, protected. Okay, they used and abused your heart. Okay, they knew you were a very loving person from the start. They knew you were a very caring, kind individual from the start, and they took advantage of your kindness. They took advantage of your love and your loyalty, and they have sort of twisted things now into fit their own narrative where, you're someone who can't be trusted, or you're someone, these are all words and sentences and narratives and things like that. This is all a language, okay, that they have been taught. Okay, they have been taught that they should not respect women, or that the women do not deserve respect or love or loyalty. That's some weird twisted lesson that they learned when they were young, and so they project that into the relationship with you because they don't know any other way. They don't know how else to act. Okay, Empress energy. Yeah, the Empress energy negates all that, sends that straight back down to hell. She's like, yeah, I'm not about that. Okay, not today, Satan. Yeah, exactly. You got the devil here. You got Satan here, right? You got this devil, right? Like, he wants you to belong to him, right? And he wants you to do everything he tells you to do, and without question, right? Does not question your authority. It does not disrupt your, his way of being, his toxic ass ways. The Empress is not about that life. She's not going to put up with that shit, okay? She is the master of her own universe, okay? She's got Lilith energy backing her up, okay? She's not afraid of the underworld. She's not afraid of death. She's not afraid of the devil. She's not afraid of toxic ass men or transformation. She brings it. She brings the heat, okay? She is the goddess of love. She is Venus, okay? She is Aphrodite, okay? She doesn't play games, all right? And when you devote yourself to realizing what you truly deserve, Pisces, then you're no longer going to just settle for, somebody who's trying to block all your chakras, who's not sparking your creativity, who's not willing to let you grow and blossom. And even if, like, I feel like we always go through these transformations, right? Like butterfly metamorphosis, like a flower growing in a garden. We go through these stages, okay, in life, okay? We experience different things, especially if you're a woman who, like, if you've had children, you know how it is, right? It's like right after you have a baby, like, you're not looking to, like, go get with somebody, okay? That's not how you feel, right? You feel like you want to just lay in bed, watch Netflix all day, and eat Ben and Jerry's. You know what I'm saying? Like, eat takeout, right? And this guy is like, oh, you don't deserve takeout. You don't deserve Ben and Jerry's. It's like, whoa, bro, are you, like, jealous now? Like, I feel like there's a lot of guys who are jealous of women because we are able to create life. We are able to give birth to not just children, but new ideas. That is the divine feminine within us, okay? And men can tap into that divine feminine energy too, right? They can really be in tune with our feelings and our emotions. Thing is, Pisces, I think that because of the Three of Swords and the devil energy, I feel like this Satan ass motherfucker, like, okay, yeah, they're playing that whole tactic that, like, you did something to them, so now that you did this thing, which they don't even say what it is, or they don't even talk about it, or any of the above. They say that, oh, you did this thing, I did this thing. It's like, shut the heck up, okay? Like, chill, bruh. Alrighty. Yeah, you got the full card, okay? I love this energy for you, okay, Pisces, because you really are growing here. You really are exploring here. You're really going on an adventure here. You are really looking up to the sky, just to our spirit, and calling back your power here. Okay, you're starting over again. I feel like you've kind of, like, found your own little, like, portal in the universe that you can go through and walk through anytime you wish. And this opens a new door to possibilities. This opens a new door to adventure. This opens a new door to falling in love again. Okay, this other person wants to throw it back in your face and try to say, like, well, you don't have what it takes, or which they always say is like money or something like that, or you don't have the courage or the confidence. You absolutely do have the courage and the confidence. You are the Empress. Okay, you got the Magician backing you up here. The Magician's like, oh, you need a cup? I got you. You need a pentacle? I got you. You need a sword? I got you. You need a wand? I got you. You need spiritual download, spiritual messages? I got you. I got nothing but infinite abundance for you. Okay, it's like the pair up of the century. You got the Magician and the Empress here working together. Okay, so take it as it resonates. But I feel like the perfect matchup for you, Pisces, is a Magician Empress connection of you two working together to collaborate and to make something of it. Take a go at it, really make it work. Really try and put in effort and energy, because you've got all these past, morons, okay, that don't, really respect you the way you deserve to be respected. You've got, like, a very young, naive, immature person. They don't necessarily need to be young, okay? I don't know what age you are, but they're a very immature person, okay? They're not emotionally intelligent. They're emotionally unavailable. They're not at your level of consciousness awareness, okay? They're just low level, do not have consciousness, do not have higher, like they don't have psychic abilities. I mean, they could tap into them if they wanted to, but they just don't even know how to do that. They don't even have the right tools, okay? They don't even know how to get the right tools. They're completely lost, okay? It's not your job to go find them and bring them toward the light. It's not your job to go enlighten them. Okay, they need to get enlightened on their own. All right, that's what the Fool adventure is about. It's like the Fool is already enlightened. He's already going on the adventure. Okay, but of course, you have these dumbass losers that, yeah, they don't want to get enlightened. Yeah, Two of Cups in reverse, Seven of Wands in reverse, Three of Wands. Yeah, okay. So you're looking out here in the distance and you're seeing this. Okay, you're seeing what this person did to their own relationship. Okay, they didn't trust you, they didn't listen to you, they didn't take your advice, they didn't believe in you guys could work things together, they didn't want to put in the effort or the energy. Okay, the Seven of Wands is a person who isn't willing to put in the energy. He's not willing to put in the effort. Instead of protecting you and guarding you and keeping you safe and protecting this connection that you have, Two of Cups, card of connection, instead of protecting this, okay, he let things go. He let things slide. He didn't protect your heart. He was not loyal to you. He did not respect you. Okay. He went behind your back. He said things about you, did things behind your back, and then he blamed you. And he said it was your fault. Okay. You're looking at this situation. You're like, this situation is behind you. Okay. You might look at this situation and be like, okay, wow, that's what happened. But you're putting it behind you and you're moving forward. The Fool is a card of energy of moving forward, all right, in the right direction, okay? Yeah, the Hermit and the Four of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, I mean, ideally, you don't want someone who is going to just discourage you for following your path, your spiritual path, okay? Because it's a really seriously, like, deep, emotional, serious path, okay? It's not just to be taken lightly. The path is not supposed to be taken lightly, okay? Yes, you're supposed to have fun. You're supposed to enjoy each other's company. You're supposed to enjoy the process. But I feel like what's happened before is like you've gone places. Maybe you went to a bar or a club or something like this. Maybe you tried doing this like as a single lady, and you weren't like met with much respect. You know what I'm saying? Like guys were very cold and disrespectful towards you. I feel like there was a lot of misogynistic energy in the air where you're supposed to like chase after the guy. Since when has that ever been a thing? Ever. These guys have issues. They have mommy issues. If they think the woman is supposed to chase after them, oh, bitch, please. That is not a thing. So I feel like you're looking for somebody that is like, I respect you. I respect your time. I respect your energy. Here's an offering to show how I'm romantically interested in you. Like a real gentleman, okay? A real authentic person, okay? Somebody who's true to their heart's own desires, okay? And they desire you. The Six of Cups is a card of like real, true, pure love. The flowers in the cup, they symbolizes purity and love and devotion and kindness, the capacity to love someone, to see someone in need, needing that reassurance that like, yes, you deserve respect. Yes, you deserve affirmations of love. Yes, you deserve devotion. Yes, you deserve loyalty. Okay, the Hermit and the Four of Wands. Okay, there is a blessed union that is taking place very soon. Maybe you are already in that place now in your life where you've let go of your past traumas and relationships and the terrible things that have happened to you, and you're now celebrating with your new person. There's a couple here, okay, holding flowers. It's like a wedding. Okay, they're both holding bouquets of flowers. They're getting married. They're celebrating life. They're rejoicing in their happiness. Okay, and they don't need a ton of people there. There's like nobody there. Like, okay, there is somebody who's, painting this image here, making this image a reality here, but it's like they don't need a ton of people. They don't need a huge guest list. They don't need lots of eyes on them, right? They just want to be enjoying each other's company. That's it. Okay, the Hermit is a card of like private, like I don't need to show off my relationship. I don't need to make everybody know what's going on in my love life. I already know where my light is coming from. I already know where my love is coming from. I don't need people peeking into my business, peering into my life, right? It's like the Hermit card is very like introverted love. Okay. I'm also getting like private love affair, like, and not the kind where, you know, you're betraying your spouse. Okay. Like, or you're betraying your fiance, or, you know, you're going behind your person's back and not being upfront and honest about how you feel and going getting some side piece or whatever. No, I'm not talking about that. That's just ick. That gives me the ick. Okay. I'm talking about a couple that doesn't need to have, you know, tons of admirers looking at them, worshiping them, gawking at them. You know what I'm saying? Their love is very private. They don't need people knowing their business. Okay. Yes, they want to celebrate. Yes, they want to have fun. They want to enjoy each other's company. They don't need other people there to enjoy each other's company. Okay. They're not like shallow materialistic people. Okay. That's the kind of real love that, you know, you're devoted to your person. I mean, there's a few people in the background, but they're not the main focus point. The main focus point is you and your person. It doesn't matter how many people are on the guest list. It doesn't matter how many people are sending you gifts. It doesn't matter how many friends you know, how many people you have. You know, some people don't have family. You know, some people are very, you know, introverted. They have a couple best friends. That's it. Like, and that's okay. That's what works for them. I'm saying, like, in your previous relationship, Eight of Wands, yeah, that's, I think in your previous relationship, this person wanted to show off, like show you off a little bit. Like they want to use you to make you other people jealous. This got you like in the crosshairs, in the crossfire of a lot of like gossip, a lot of drama. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, somebody has an imbalance, okay? They're not trying to bring you abundance. They're not trying to bring you infinite wisdom and knowledge. They're not trying to support you. They're not trying to love you. They're not trying to work on goals together, accomplishments with you. They keep making up excuses of why they lack. You know, they have lack mentality. They don't see things clearly. They're not able to juggle responsibilities responsibly. Okay, they make a lot of excuses. uh yeah, you're not about that life. Seven of Pentacles, you're hard at work. Okay, you're like, I'm too busy working on my abundance to pay any mind to your problems and your issues. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not their therapist. You're not there to listen to them complain about all their problems. It's one thing to be like, okay, my person is having a bad day, let's go do something fun, right? Let's make a day of it, you know? Or I don't know, I'll go get, you know, my girlfriend's favorite ice cream. Or I know my boyfriend really likes to watch this show, let's watch this show together, and, you know, we'll cook our, you know, our favorite dinner, right? Something like that. That's ways you can help your partner, right? That's ways you can learn things about your partner. If you know what your partner's favorite dish is, okay, you know, for instance, I know my husband's favorite food is like chicken parm. Okay, he loves chicken parm. So if, you know, he's having a bad day, if he's had a rough day at work, rough week at work, he's going through the motions, you know, I might make him some chicken parm, right? So there are things like that that you can do that let your partner know, like, I know you're going through a hard time, but I'm here for you. I've got you. This is like a feel good moment. Let's make a feel good moment out of this. Alrighty. But there's somebody here, Page of Pentacles, there's somebody here with trust issues. Okay, they don't know how to be financially responsible. They're reckless with their money. They're not a hard worker. Okay, they try to make everybody think like, oh, poor me, woe is me. Oh, I don't have enough money for this. I don't have enough money for that. My life sucks. It's like, no, your life doesn't suck. You just don't know how to make a go of it. You don't know how to make things work. Okay, you're not a hustler, right? Okay, Pisces. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you know how to get shit done. Okay, you're a boss bitch. All right, you know how to make the money flow, cash money. You know how to, you know, make a successful life for yourself. And you're not going to let that affect your love life either. If somebody's using you trying to make your life more successful and become more financially stable as an excuse not to love you, as an excuse that you're like, oh, you're working as a distraction. It's like, no, I'm working so I can take care of myself. You should be motivating me and making me feel proud of my work instead of bringing me down, right? So the Nine of Pentacles, she's not a lady that's just going to let that fly. Okay, Pisces? So don't take that for mistakes. Okay, yeah. Page of Swords and Temperance. You're standing your ground here, okay? You're not going to settle for less, okay? You know your boundaries, you know your standards. The Temperance card is like, don't pour into somebody else's cup if you don't even have anything to pour into yourself. Okay? This is a time for rest. This is a time for recovery. You're going through the motions, okay? You're going through some big changes in your life, and you want to make sure that you're taking care of your mental well-being. The swords, the card of mental clarity. Again, we have that crown chakra and the four of swords. So I feel like with this swords energy, it's really important that you take your mental health seriously, especially when you're going through a really hard time, such as a breakup or a divorce or separation, because your heart is in pain. Your feelings and emotions are in pain right now, and you need to take care of your body, and you need to use wisdom and logic to rest your body and let yourself know, like, even though my feelings might be hurt about this breakup, I know there's a future waiting for me that's going to be better than what I'm going through now. And right now it's just a time of rest and recovery. Okay, you've got this. Your guardian angels are protecting you. They're giving you the emotional fulfillment you need at this time. So just enjoy it. Keep loving life. Keep being yourself. Keep being your beautiful self, Pisces. Thank you so much for watching. Love and light always. Bye.